Welcome to this video today, which is a guide for beginners really on how to trade with emotional control, trade with discipline, and it's the most important trait for trading success. Yet, most traders cannot ever trade with discipline. They find it really, really hard. They know they should do it, but they can't do it. I want to explain, why most traders find it so hard and some simple mindset tricks that will help you become a disciplined trader. There's a bit of a misconception that you can actually just basically trade unemotionally, not feel your emotions. You are going to feel your emotions. That's why it is so hard. But by accepting certain facts about Forex trading and using some simple mindset tricks, you can overcome the problem and basically trade with iron discipline. Now, what I want to do before I discuss this in more detail is I just want to show you a short clip. It's only about a minute and a half, but watch this clip and it will actually give you an insight into how you can trade with discipline and self-control. So let's just watch the clip and I'll be back to discuss it in a moment.
Master,
I am here.
I looked deep into myself and I saw something which frightened me.
What did you see, Grasshopper?
I saw dark and fearful shadows in motion. Shadows that shunned the light.
Did you put a name to these shadows?
I called them evil.
And what is the nature of evil?
I do not know.
Do you sometimes feel love, Grasshopper, and joy? Do you sometimes feel pride in what you have accomplished?
Often, Master.
And do you sometimes feel good?
Try.
But the threads that make up our human nature are two-ended. There is no capacity for feeling pride without an equal capacity for feeling shame. One cannot feel joy unless one can also feel despair. We have no capacity for good without an equal capacity for evil.
Must we not then fear evil?
Shall we fear our own humanity?
Must we not fight evil?
Who can defeat himself? For what is evil but the self seeking to fulfill its own secret needs? All that is necessary is that we face it and choose.
Welcome back after that short clip, which I think is really a great clip. And basically it's making a point clear that, we are emotional beings, okay? However, we do have free choice. And free choice means that we can choose to be disciplined. That doesn't mean that our emotions just suddenly disappear. They can never disappear, but you can suppress your emotions, okay? So stop them getting involved in your trading. I was reading up on a guy called Sun Tzu, who was an ancient Chinese philosopher, and he called it deliberation. The thought process will basically bring out the worst in us, was his view, and it has to be basically controlled. So deliberation and actually filtering your thought process is essential to becoming a good person in his eyes. Now, in terms of Forex trading, to become a good person, you need to suppress the emotions, obviously, of greed and fear. And I think, if you want to do this, and most traders just, do not accept that it's hard to do. It is hard to do if you don't really, really understand what you're doing, which most Forex traders don't. And I think what you need to do is just to read up on the great traders, see what they say is the most important trait. Why? And you'll see it's going to be emotional discipline. They're all going to stress it. Keep losses small, run winners, stick to your plan. And you realise it's so important is when you actually research the hit rate of how many trades you're going to win to how many trades you're going to lose. Again, if you look at the great traders, they probably win on the 30 to 60% of their trades. And I think, when people come into Forex trading, they just have a unrealistic idea of how many trades they're going to win. And I think that most decent Forex traders will make on 40 to 50% of their trades, no more than that. So you can see it's pretty important to keep losses small because you're going to have a lot of losing trades. So if you don't keep those losses small, then obviously, your winners just aren't going to cover them. And I think, if you want to make losses, easier to take, just think of your Forex trading as a business, and think of how many losses even the most successful businesses take. They'll take losses in heating, lighting, cars, machinery, travel, a whole host of losses. But of course, they will be keeping them as small to a minimum, and then trying to outsell, or sell with their product on the other side to cover their losses. Of course, they can have losses. Losses is part of doing any business. I think if you actually see, losing as just part of the game, and it is, it just makes it so much easier to take the losses and not let your emotions get involved. And I think, you're going to make a lot of trades, and you're going to have a lot of losers. You've just got to get used to taking those losses. And if you look at Forex trading, it is a business. And it is a business that requires discipline, and it requires perseverance and a plan. And I think, if you've got a plan in place with rules, you cannot break your rules, okay? A strategy can be simple, but it must, be able to control losses and run profits. If you break your strategy and don't follow it with emotional discipline, you do not have a strategy at all. Now, that's the video for today. I've actually explored emotional discipline in other videos in more detail. This is just a quick intro for beginners today, and I hope it encourages you to explore some of our other videos on the subject. It really is the key to trading success. Thank you very much for watching me as per usual. Take care. Have a good day.
To hit a target in this manner is to exercise the inner strength. Indeed, there are two kinds of strength. The outer strength is obvious. It fades with age and succumbs to sickness. Then there is the chi, the inner strength. Everyone possesses it too. But it is indeed much more difficult to develop. The inner strength lasts through every heat and every cold, through old age and beyond.